Wow, you look good.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have some exciting news. I've broke through my plateau, my stalemate, my stall, and I am down to 200 exactly. So I have officially lost 50 pounds.
Wow.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what it was, but we broke through it. So we are on our way.
It's just what it does. Wasn't anything.
Right. So, but yeah, life has been good. I've been crazy busy. I did listen in on the Deborah update, and that was delightful. Thank you, Mom, for filling in while I was, experiencing the plague. It was so bad. The flu this year, and everybody says it every year. It's like, this is the worst year, and it's always the worst year, right? So the good news is I got a flu shot, so I didn't get like as deadly sick as I could have been. But my poor, she was out of school for a whole week.
Wow.
So
yeah, I averted it somehow.
Did you? And I love that for you.
Yeah, I love it for me too. I did get something, and like 4 or 5 days into it, I was miserable, and I was like, I wonder if this is allergies again.
Okay.
And then I took something, and 10 minutes later, I felt better, and I was like, oh no, I'm so stupid.
It's snowing here.
Really?
Legit.
No way.
And that's why I'm like looking out the window. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Snowing.
It's 70 here. Sorry.
I hate you. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just Midwest weather. It's like, literally it was 70 degrees yesterday. Not even kidding.
And now?
Yeah. Now it's snowing. Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
That's great.
So, let's do our numbers. So, you go first, because I want to know where you at, since I kind of started.
I started at 280. I am at 185.
Oh my God.
I have not weighed.
Whoa. 95 fucking pounds, Eva. Bitch, the fuck are you doing? I just want to take a minute for everybody listening and just give you a round of applause.
Oh, thank you.
Because
wait, I have it.
Do it. Yay! All right.
I've never gotten to use that button before.
Oh my God. Well, you deserve it, girl. Let me tell you. That is so crazy. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So proud. So, okay. So you were at 95 pounds down. You're at 185. Okay.
I tried on some more pants yesterday, and I had to try on the mediums, and I had to try on an 8.
Are you serious?
There's well, okay, they're like a vanity 8, but still they're an 8. But yeah, those Not Your Daughter's jeans, they have these pants that are like pretty stretchy, and I had to wear the 8s. And I just had like this, it was actually kind of a weird day yesterday because the power kept going out. And so at one point, it had been out for so long that I was like, I have to leave to get anything done. Mm-hmm. So I ran a couple errands, and I went to Nordstrom to try on some pants. And the power went out at Nordstrom while I was in the dressing room. And how do I refer to the person without being politically incorrect who got on the loudspeaker and said, "Don't panic"? It was like having your gay best friend tell you not to panic.
Oh, that's when you fucking panic.
Exactly.
Yeah, when he's like, "Oh my God, girl, don't panic." You're like, well, I'm panicking, and there ain't shit you can do about it. Because that's not, oh God, no, I'd be like, mm-mm.
It was such a funny and surreal moment. And it's like the middle of the day on Tuesday. So the ladies that are there are all the ones I know. They all know me. They know what I've been going through. So I came out, and she said, the power went out. And I was like, yeah, I was in the dressing room. I know. I know it went out.
I'm aware. That's really cute.
So, yeah, that was fun. And my parents were here 2 weekends ago, and they both had very nice things to say about how I look. But everybody keeps asking me, do you just feel amazing? And I'm like, nah, No,
I'm still the same fucking person on the inside, bitches. Like, holy shit.
I'm the exact same person. I didn't feel bad before. And I think maybe that's why it's not, the question doesn't sit right. Cause like in my mind, I was fine before, but in their mind, I was not fine before.
So I was flipped that. I'm like, do you feel better about me now? Do you feel good about me now? Because,
Are you not ashamed for me to be your child
associated
anymore?
with me? Is this, and that's kind of part of the struggle, because I felt the same way. I was like, I've got curves for days. You don't like it. Look the other direction. I represented, right, for Curvy Nation. And I'm like, am I betraying my people now? Am I betraying my people? Because, I'll say this. I've said it a dozen times already. I'll say it again. For me, this is not vanity. This is, I want to be healthy because I want to live long enough for this little lady back here. Right. So,
yeah,
it's not like, oh my God, if I lose all this weight, then, my self-esteem will be amazing and my life will be great. No, because guess what? It doesn't matter what you weigh. Your problems are still your problems. They're still
pretty
your problems.
proud of my self-esteem considering
right. I was like, man, my confidence was great. What I have found is that, I don't know if you'll resonate with this or not, but I was always very conscious of what I wore in a way that would, enhance my curves, show off my figure, even at, the top that I weighed was 268. Because I was like, I don't need to lose an ounce to feel good about myself. It was like all about body positivity, which I 1000% believe in. But now that I'm thinner, I'm like, I feel like I don't need to, but it was a little bit of a, I was overcompensating. So like, for instance, I would wear more revealing swimsuits when I was heavier. And now that I'm thinner, I'm just like, what's the most comfortable thing to wear? But before I was like, I'm here, I'm big, I'm loud, I'm proud, like, get used to it, right? And now I'm like, I'm just going to wear something comfortable. You know what I mean? And I did, I don't know if I shared this with you or not, if we talked about this, but one of Cordelia's little friends had a pool party at an indoor pool. So I bought like a tankini type thing and like a swim skirt. And I may have, these are the same styles that I had like last year. But I had to buy a smaller size because the other ones would be like falling off. And apparently I didn't go with my husband. It was just, I just took her, and one of the friends of the dad of the birthday girl wanted to know if I was single. And
what?
like, yeah. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh, okay. I still got it.
All right.
Yeah. He's like, oh, is that redhead? Is she married? I was like, okay, well, strike one for you for not just coming up to me and asking. Like, I'm approachable. Thanks. But, he had to ask the mom. She's like, no, dude. It was great.
I'm so oblivious. Like, I don't think I would notice if somebody did, because I was used to being invisible for so long.
Right.
I happen to be really bad at Instagram. I'm just going to admit that.
Yeah, same.
But I feel like I'm looking for this comment that someone sent us that was just so complimentary. It said, it said something like, you guys are the reason that I started doing it.
Really?
Because of the show. So I just wanted to apologize for both not being able to find it, but say thank you to whoever that was, because
DM us.
Yeah. I'll try and find the DMs. I don't know why I can't find them. I'm really bad at finding. Instagram's UX is not good for people at my age. But I also have a lot of stuff on my phone that I have to look at. So that one is just still eluding me. But also, I am the reason that a lot of people have started because I've had such a good experience. So,
Right.
That means a lot to me.
Well, of course. I mean, it's gratifying to know that you're inspiring people with, whatever that inspiration happens to be. And, I think it just says that you're doing a good thing, not only for yourself, and you're sharing your story, which is deeply personal. Your weight and your body and what you do with it is a very personal subject. And I mean, there's people that won't even, talk about it or discuss it or like even, do any of that stuff. And, you're doing a good thing here. And I'm proud to be involved.
Well, we're going to be going on our trip to Las Vegas in no time here because...
Really? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean...
Yes. The Deborah, she's like, I'll go with you guys. Will you?
Sure,
okay.
you will.
I don't know how we could go without her at this point, really.
No, she's got to go.
Yeah. Well, what's great, and this is me being so selfish, but she doesn't drink, so she can watch us. Oh, okay. She both can watch me. Perfect. This is great.
I try to, but it doesn't work. I can't do it.
You can't. Yeah. But there is, so if we do, when we go, I got to find out a restaurant, but there's a restaurant that specializes in like alcoholic milkshakes. And they will knock your socks off.
That sounds like a lot of sugar.
It is.
It was my husband's birthday yesterday. And we're so like 100 miles an hour right now that we didn't even see him until 8:50 last night was when he got home. And so the girls and I went and got 3 little nothing bundt cakes.
Oh, I love those. There's one that just opened right around the corner.
I used to get the big one and I would eat 90% of it by myself. Because it's just once a year or twice or maybe 3 times. But I ate like a chunk of Ellie's because she didn't finish it. And I was so sick last night. I was just like, why did I do this to myself?
Why did you do it yourself? Yeah. I had a moment like that too. So every once in a while, I let Cordelia go wild at the Dollar Tree. And this last trip was $75.
At Dollar Tree?
Yes. Anything she wanted, she put in the cart. But anyways, the point is, we found these Reese's Pieces bunnies for Easter. And they're like, I mean, they're like 6 inches tall and I'm like, oh God. And Reese's is probably my favorite candy.
Anything peanut butter. Yeah.
So, I ate some of it. There was regret. I was like, oh, why? So
yeah.
I mean, now I know. I was like, okay, I can probably have like a bite of it and be okay. But otherwise I was like, oh, it just felt like a gut bomb. It was awful.
Pretty bad. I'm about to go tomorrow to Orlando for work.
Okay. So, tell me about that. What you doing there?
Recording for one of my podcast clients. And
yay.
So I have to be, in work mode for 4 full days on the road. I don't like being gone away from the kids on the weekend because I already have such a heavy work schedule. So it doesn't come up that often, but here we are. I got to do it.
Yeah. I'm sure Orlando.
But I don't have enough pants.
Not snowing.
I don't have enough pants for a 4-day work meeting. No, I don't. That's why I was out getting pants because I have some pants. They're falling off again. So I have 5 pairs of work pants and 4 of them are falling down.
You can't have that. You got to have like something nice that fits you really well. Show off your figure. Yes.
But finding it, not easy. So go back for a second to the nice Facebook comment or Instagram comment that we got.
Yes.
The other thing she said was, could you guys please record weekly? And I'm sort of my first reaction is I was like, why would anyone want to listen to us every week?
But they do, and it's great.
We love you.
I would be down for that. We just got to stop having a life and like actually working and taking care of children's and husbands.
Yeah. We could probably do it if we committed to maybe like just being a little shorter.
Yeah.
And sticking to our segments more. Like we were going to do a recipe segment. I'll tell you what, I got a recipe for you.
Oh, shoot.
Because I still have the problem of not making anything for lunch or dinner. And it'll get to be like 2:00 and then I'll be like, I guess I'll go have a protein drink. And I had the Nuri drinks and they're great.
Did you like those? Yeah.
Yeah. They taste much better. They taste much better without microplastics. So I will switch to your drinks. And they're more affordable. So we'll just put those in the rotation and you can get them at Costco. If you don't know what we're talking about, they're called Nuri, Nurri, and they taste fine. And they have 30 grams of protein, and they come in a can instead of a plastic bottle. Where was I going? Oh, the recipe.
Yeah.
So, and one of the funniest things to me is that if I want to eat chips, I can actually eat a serving of chips, which is like 9 chips or something.
It's like 3.
I mean, do you remember being on Weight Watchers and having to actually like weigh and measure the chips and you'd put the serving on the scale and you'd be like, that's only 9 chips. Who can eat 9 chips? Yeah. But I can eat 9 chips. I put 9 chips on a plate. Then I put chicken that's already cooked from HEB, comes like shredded fajita style chicken. And then I just throw some pico on there and I have like nachos.
That sounds really good. What kind of chips are you eating?
Oh, well, they're from an Austin restaurant called El Patio. And I was reading on Reddit about the chips around town that are amazing. And someone pointed out that you could get them at the store now. And so I went and got them. But the chips last so long in our house now that we have to throw them away because we can't finish them anymore. So I can't buy like the late July chips at Costco because that's like...
Oh yeah, I have a bag that's been in the cabinet for, I don't know, 2 months. And I'm like, why am I not? I just got to get rid of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Been throwing a lot of food away. You got a recipe? Anything you've been eating lately?
Not really. My schedule's been kind of all over the place. So I've been just doing like a lot of food like on the go and stuff. And my bathroom is all tore up because my toilet leaked. And so I've been dealing with that. And I get a call from my contractor. He's like, hey, I'm over at Home Depot. I'm getting all your materials, and then kind of coordinating when he was going to drop them off. I'm like, so we worked that out. And then an hour later, I get a call from the insurance company that they're denying the claim. Yep. I'm like,
what?
Yep. Yeah. So...
Isn't this sort of what they do now, though? Like they deny it and then make you fight it and then deny it, they just like assume some number of people are just going to say, I don't have time for this and give up.
Yeah. So, but the good news is I have a lot of experience with this, dealing with the fires here in my community. And so I have a really excellent public adjuster, which is a independent claims adjuster that you can hire. They take a percentage of whatever is awarded to you. That's how they get paid. And he's gonna bring the hammer down. So hopefully that will get things moving. Because
sounds like a good guy to know.
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal. He's great.
I just remembered a funny thing that happened yesterday when I ran out to get my husband a birthday present. I was in the 511 tactical store. And so I was like, do you know what that is?
I don't.
It's like a men's clothing. They make women's clothes too, but it's all like for concealed carry people. So
okay,
their shirts and their pants all have extra features where you can hide your carry weapon.
Oh, Yeah, I
and
don't know
he
anything
loves
about
their
that.
clothes. They're great. They're actually great
Are they?
clothes, and they look good on him. It's his
That's good.
style. And so I was picking out stuff, and I was like reaching to grab something off a rack, and so I went like this with my hand, and both of my rings have gotten so loose that they both went flying off my hand and across the store. I
Oh,
was
I
the
would have
only one
lost my
there.
mind.
But I laughed. I was like, wow, that's new. I just leveled up. I threw my rings right off my hand.
That's a great side effect. This is a side effect. People.
I'm going to have to go get them resized. So, yeah.
So have you
I
had
was
them
waiting for
resized
that.
already or no?
Never. No,
Okay.
never. I got them, when I got married. I weighed 224 pounds when I got married because
Okay.
I remember because I was paying a personal trainer to help me lose weight and it didn't work. So I was on the scale all the time trying to fit into a wedding dress in 2007, 8, 9.
Yeah.
I got married in 2009. I don't even remember
You
what
figure
year
your
it
life
was.
out, clearly. Speaking of, we just celebrated 9 years this last weekend.
Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you. And it was funny because there was a couple years that we totally forgot our anniversary. It was like the day of or the day after. I was like, it's our anniversary today. Did you forget? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, I did too, so it's fine. Like, whatever. Like,
I know. We're like that too. And in fact, yesterday, I forgot it was my husband's birthday until Facebook reminded me in the middle of the day. And I didn't say anything to him in the morning.
Was he not like, bitch, what?
No, he doesn't.
He probably forgot himself. He probably was like, I don't know what day it is. Whatever. Put my pants on. Go to work. Like,
well, we had this horrible debacle with the trash where last week, so 8 days ago, our trash day is Tuesday. 8 days ago, for the first time ever in the entire time I've known him, he forgot to put the trash out for the garbage truck, and it was overflowing.
Does he need a brain scan? Because that's what I would be.
This is just where we are right now because he's teaching and coaching, and my work is really heavy right now, and the girls' schedules are heavy, and so everything is just like hanging on by a thread at the moment. So anyway, he forgot a week ago. He forgot to put it out, and it was like so full that the lid wasn't even closing. It was like that full.
Oh gosh!
And I remember on Monday, the housekeeper who helps me clean the house was like, there's too much trash. I can't take it out. I'm going to leave it all in here. So she left some food trash in my laundry room trash because she knows that they come on Tuesday. So it was just going to be like overnight. And I was like, no problem. It's fine. I'll take it out. And then he didn't take it out. So it was just like a trash explosion here.
Oh, gosh.
And the recycling only comes every other week. So now we still have another week before that gets out of here. And we have 2 recycling bins. So
you can't just sneak your trash into somebody else's can, like on the deal.
I guess so.
So what's great about my community and our county is that trash services is included in your taxes. Your property taxes if you're in the city.
So you don't get a separate bill for that? No.
Nope. So if you need to put your stuff in somebody else's can that's not full, it's like not a big deal because
nobody cares. Well, before we go, I'll let you know. Did I tell you I'd interviewed a addiction specialist last time we talked? His name was Dr. Giles. Okay. So Dr. Giles was on Meet the Doctor, and I didn't know what to expect with this guy. And his title was addictionologist. And it turns out he is like a celebrity addiction doctor, and he couldn't tell me any of his clients, of course. Right. But he said, I've been on the red carpet. Like, you can actually find me in pictures here and there because, and I was like, you're a celebrity sober sitter, like a very highly paid, you're an MD that's also a sober sitter.
Oh.
And he said, yeah, pretty much. But it was one of the most interesting conversations I ever had because I was able to talk to him a little bit about how food and other addiction is similar and what the GLP-1s are doing for people with other kinds of addiction like drugs and alcohol and things like that. And so that conversation was so interesting that we're going to drop it on this feed. So if you are listening to us here, the episode with Dr. Jason Giles that I did will be either right before this. It'll be right before this episode. Just go back one and you'll see it.
Okay. Awesome. Ooh, I can't wait to
It
listen.
was great. And then I have another doctor who's got a really funny podcast called All the Bees. And they do pop culture and plastic surgery. So every week they read the news about plastic surgery and celebrities and they make fun of it, but then they also teach you something.
Oh, that sounds fun.
So that's Dr. Giles. And she's going to come talk to us about loose skin and other stuff. And she's kind of hilarious. So we'll have her on a future
I'm
episode.
excited.
Yeah, she's really cool. I've known her for a very long time and she was in the military. She actually, one of my favorite things about her, before we wrap it up for the day, is that when she got deployed to Afghanistan to be the surgeon, the one and only surgeon on whatever base she was on, she had 2 little girls at the time, and her husband is also a surgeon. So she left for a year and left her kids home with her husband. And then when she got done and came back, they switched and he had to go for a year. And then she had to be a single mom for a year.
Oh,
so I just think she's an absolute
dedication.
Badass and she's super humble and hilarious. So I can't wait for you to meet her because she's great.
So, all right, everyone. Subscribe.
Please. Actually, thank you for saying that. If you follow us on Spotify and you click the little bell, you'll get notified when new episodes are live. And that is the best place to follow us. And then,
Perfect.
And then I get all the good stats. So help the data sister out.
Yes. Do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, until next time.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Follow us on Instagram at Less of You Podcast. Are you confronting the same challenges and have a story to tell? I'd love to hear your story on our Skinny Shot Stories podcast. Contact me for more details at skinnyshotstories.com. If you're a doctor and would like to learn more about sponsoring this or any of our cosmetic surgery and weight loss podcasts, go to lessofyou.com. Less of You is a production of The Axis, TAGAXIS.io.